Hi, I'm Tom Kraeuter.
And I'm Nick Coetzee.
I'm Grant Norsworthy. This is Worship Think Tank. All right, let's check out this episode's question.
Go.
Hey crew, we are Glenn and Noel Campagna, and we travel and lead worship as Pieces.
And we attend the Belonging Co. in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. My question for you guys today would be, what are you most excited about in today's current worship culture? And then also, what worries you most?
Good question.
Thank you, babe.
Nice. How cute.
Wow, they are so gorgeous, those two. Thanks, babe. Is that what he said?
Said that.
Can we accept questions with two people?
I think we'll let it slip through.
I don't know. It's gone against everything else we've done.
It's okay.
Good question.
never
Though. What
done
are we
it that way
excited
before.
about? What are we excited about, and what are we concerned about? That's good stuff.
You go first.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm excited about. It seems to me that right at this present day, there are more talented, gifted songwriters writing songs, writing lyrics for songs that are intended for church congregational singing. There's more infrastructure, there's more industry, there's all this stuff around it. There's more ability to get these songs out to the people over the internet and services like CCLI and Planning Center. There's so much built around having the music get out to the church and being sung and sung well by the church. It's wonderful. That's what I'm most excited about. What about you guys?
I'm really excited about just seeing the amount of young people that are flocking into churches and really pressing into worship, not just sitting on the sideline, not engaged. I'm in a church where when the worship starts, when the congregational singing starts, shall I say, because really worship is a verb, it's not a noun. I see all these young people coming out of the pews and they pack the front up, but they're not there because we're a great rock band. They're there worshiping God. And I look at it in their faces and I see young kids, teenagers, even my own son is a tremendous worshiper, and it just warms my heart to see this millennial group that are so passionate about God.
Nice. I think perhaps the thing that I'm most excited about today in the area of worship, when I started out teaching seminars and traveling around the country, if I went to a charismatic, Pentecostal kind of church, there was a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm, but there wasn't a lot of depth, honestly, in the worship. On the other hand, if I went to a more traditional church, there seemed to be a lot of depth in the lyrics and that kind of thing, of the songs that they used, but there wasn't a lot of passion. There wasn't, just kind of, this is the thing we do, type of mentality, type of attitude. And now I'm seeing more and more kind of maybe a blending, a coming together of those things across the board.
Passion and depth.
Exactly. So it just, there is, I believe, that marrying together in all different kinds of churches that causes us to have that, I really want to know the fullness of God and I want to know Him well. And to me, that's exciting.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So what are you unexcited about? What are you not excited about?
Oh, gee, I was hoping we'd forget that part of the question.
Nope.
No, we better move into, thanks for the question. No, what am I concerned about? Well, there's kind of two things, but they're related. I actually think there's quite a deal of confusion for people who find themselves on the platform, instrumentalists, singers, and also for the congregation, about whether this thing we're doing is a performance or whether it's guiding the congregation to recognize God as the audience. There are musical choices being made, and not just musical choices, but decisions being made that have a congregation thinking, am I supposed to listen to these guys? Mm-hmm. Or am I supposed to be singing with them? There's words on the screen, but it's not in my key. You know what I mean? There's this confusion going on. And I don't think it's conscious. I think most of it is subconscious. And related to that is my second concern. Because this thing that we're calling the worship industry, to misuse the word in my opinion, but there used to be mainly what we called Christian contemporary music, which was principally songs performed for people to listen to, but the worship subset has grown to almost take over all that. And I believe that right now we've got very talented, gifted, called by God musicians, writers, who feel like what they're supposed to do is lead congregational singing. But I actually think some of them are gifted to write songs we're supposed to listen to. Songs that have a greater depth of musicality, songs that phrase things and use poetry that is designed to still draw us towards truth of God, but is not designed for congregational singing. And it's being done because, look, let me just call it out. That's where the money is right now. That's what's hot right now in an industry sense. And a lot of young talented people are just drawn there because that's the path ahead that they see.
Yeah.
But maybe you're called to. I miss the Keith Greens, you know. I miss the artists who are like, this is
Absolutely.
a prophetic voice for you to listen to.
Absolutely. I'm concerned about that there seems to be this alarming trend that worship teams are kind of almost holding on to the worship because of the key that maybe has been chosen. We notice that even, I can even say that men are not singing anymore. They're just, they're observing. And a lot of times it's because the key's too high or the song's too complicated. And it's almost like the worship teams have become surrogate worshipers on behalf of the people. So people come, say, well, they're the praise and worship team. No, they're not the praise and worship team. They're the praise and worship leading team. Really, the role of the praise and worship team is to draw in the people, and God is the audience, and the people are the players. And the worship team should really be the prompters. So the trend that I'm seeing is that music has become, is in church for the unchurched. I've even heard that said. We do our worship for people that are not churched. Well, what about all the people that are churched? What about their journey into the presence of God, where they can feel like they can connect with God? And that means we do need to have songs that are singable. So I feel like we need to draw things back into more congregational singing and less of this performing of worship.
Wow, good observation. I think that one of the things that concerns me the most is worship leaders who have the form without the heart, without the substance. And I see this, I think, far too often as I travel. And part of the problem is churches hire somebody for their musical skills because they can wow the people. They can pull off a great performance, and yet they know little or nothing of actually worshiping God, of having a relationship with Him. And that scares me, and I'm seeing that too much. And it's not just a younger generation thing, but it is more and more, I think, simply because those are the people that are taking over the worship leadership roles. The younger people are doing that. And it reminds me of in the book of Exodus, where it talks about the next generation who didn't know the Lord, didn't know what He had done. And that's just having that form without the substance, without the heart. Boy, that's a scary thing for me to see that happen.
I kind of wish we had answered this concerns part of the question first, and then what we're excited about second. Yeah. Because look, the last thing we want to come across is like we're the grumpy old men who've got all these problems. And just remember what we said at the start. We are excited about where things are at. There are concerns, but we're moving ahead, and I hope that's a good answer.